Hey guys, Ali here with second practice session for HTML. If you're new to HTML and haven't seen part 1, better to do that and best if you follow the full stack playlist on the channel from the start. So to recap from last part, we did a basic HTML document that we should take forward and covered head sections, some basic elements and styling. Yes, I got a bit carried away with explaining styling, but trust me, I didn't even begin to scratch the surface. If you are on a front end or full stack path, you should understand styling is a world of its own. What you saw was like me teaching a welder on how to hold and light up his blowtorch. Now, whether he ends up repairing rusty cars in back street or making giant ships with it, or something truly amazing I can't even comprehend, it's up to him. Anyway, let's get to the code and try to cover some more elements. So today I'm gonna start off with hyperlink or anchor element. What do they do? They allow you to link to another web page, a specific section of the page, current page or some other page, an email address, a file, or any other URL. That's the formal definition. So we can begin by describing how you can go to another page. So we are going to start off with an example of linking to another page. So let me write the full anchor tag first and then I'm going to explain. Okay, so let's explain this anchor element that we just created. So this portion, it would be the starting tag or the opening tag of the anchor element. href specifies the destination of this anchor element, that when you click the anchor element link in the browser, where it would lead you to. So right now I am pointing to another HTML file in the same folder via relative URL, but you can also have a full URL in the form http colon slash slash some website.com slash practice another file.html or something, right? But I'm going to stick to this since this is what's actually going to work. This part is known as the anchor text, and this is the closing anchor tag. So just a word of terminology, this is a relative URL, whereas the other one, which the HTTP, would be called an absolute URL because this is a fully qualified URL. All right, so let's see this in action. What does it do if I click it? And yes, it opened the another page, the one specified by this document that we created in part 1. All right, let's go back to this and cover some more aspects of the anchor link. So we use this URL example to go to another web page, but you can easily go to another section of the same HTML document. So that is useful in cases where the target is a bit long. So let me give you an example of that. So if I go, so let me create a target first. So to do that, you need to create a target. So let me create a span element and create a bookmark for it using the ID attribute. So specifying an ID of to an element is in link terminology we call creating a bookmark. And bookmark, as you might already be aware, is something that you link to, right? So span ID equal to current doc target, and I'm gonna write something here. I am current doc target. All right, and now I'm gonna create a link to this, and the way to go about is a href equal to, and we are gonna use the pound sign and give the ID of the target, current doc target. Okay, go to target. All right, I'm gonna try and put it at top of the document so we can see it in action. Sorry, not this one, this one. Okay, okay, it is. Go to target. Hmm. We can't see because our document is not too long, so it is going in the current web page. So we can fix that. The way to do it is, let me open a web page, lipsum.com. Okay, lipsum.com. Right. So lipsum.com is a website which lets you generate a dummy text of specified length. So let's say I want to fill my document with gibberish text just for experimentation. So I would go to lipsum.com and specify how long my dummy text needs to be. So I say 5 paragraphs worth of lipsum ipsum document would be good. So it generates this fictitious text, which I'm going to copy and paste in my this. All right, so our document is lengthy enough. The target is hidden from the current view, so I'm gonna go to target and click it. So we scroll to the bottom of the document to our target, but that's not really visible. So let's change that. So what I'm gonna do is quickly introduce the line break and add some different color to it. Um, color red. So our target stands out. So now I'm gonna click add go to target again. And yes, the link correctly took us to the document. So this is really useful if you're writing, let's say, a blog or a lengthy web document and you want to refer your user to another section. Like, for example, you're writing a research paper and you want your reader to go directly to your conclusion section or the results section. That would be the way to go. So, right, so we covered the go to target. Next thing is attributes. So the link tag has a bunch of attributes on it. The most important ones are a download attribute. So what it does is that you specify whether you want to open the other page. Like for example, what I did here, it took me to the other HTML file from the current web page. But let's say I do not want to go to the another page, I want to download it. So what I need to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and add another section and I'm gonna call it download equal to, and I'm gonna give some value here, uh, which would be used for download. So my other page. All right, so let's go to this and open my, let's call it download my second practice page. Okay, so if I click this, and here we go, it started downloading the page and asking you and prompting you to specify the download location instead of going there. So this is really useful. The other most important attribute is target. So the intuition for target is that a linked web page is normally displayed in the current browser window unless you specify another target, right? So you just saw I clicked the go to my open my second practice page and it opened and it replaced the current web page with the other one. But let's say you don't want to do that. You want the link to open in another tab. So what you're going to do is use the target attribute of the link element to do so. So target has a bunch of values, the most important of which is underscore blank, which opens link in a new tab or window, keeping your current web page open as it is. There are other values like underscore self, parent, underscore top, or frame name, which indicate whether to open in current frame, parent frame, top frame, or named frame in the web page. So no need to go in specifics at this stage because we haven't introduced frames yet. So we'll stick to the underscore blank and we are going to look at the example. So I'm going to follow the same example here and just use um, target equal to underscore blank in new window. All right. So let's find where it is. Actually, let's place a line break here. Show it, open my second practice page in new window and click, click, click. and nothing happens. It's crazy. So I think this is a very, down to earth browser. It's not gonna let us do that properly. So let me open the link in Chrome. Explorer. All right, I'm gonna drag it right here, and we are gonna click that link now. And see, it opens the link target in another tab in the Chrome browser. So, so yeah, the live preview is a bit restrictive. It won't let you execute JavaScript. It won't let you open tabs in new browsers. So you can't do much with it. So for anything really that is not working in this preview panel, you can try opening the file in Chrome directly or any other browser of your choice, trying the same thing there, and there's a good chance that it would work there. All right, that covered the opening in a new tab. Let's say you want to go to the other page from the first page and not just to the top, but to another section of that page, like you're referring to a particular section of a very lengthy document in another URL. So the way to do it is, let me bring up the ipsum document again, copy and paste it here. So make it a little bit bigger. And this is my second page. You're seeing the preview of the first page. So we'll fix that right in a second. So inside body, I'm gonna add another BR tag, not, and create another span with ID. If you're wondering what the span is element where you wrap sections of text for styling purposes or to add attributes to section of text without creating a new line of content. So nothing fancy to it. So I'm gonna call this ID second page target, sorry, page target, and hello, hello. I am our target acquired. And in the practice, I am going to reuse the same. And this time I'm going to do something different. And I'm going to do pound sign, second page target. See, the relative URL followed by a pound sign and the section ID name that you want to acquire the target to. And I'm going to call it acquire target on second page. All right, save, go to the last, acquire target on second page, and see, we are at the bottom of, we scroll to the bottom of the document, not to the top. So if we can see that there was portion, no, we can't see. So let's just copy paste some part, side, make the document a bit bigger so we can actually see what's going on here. Go back, acquire target on second page. And yeah, you can see from the scroll bar that it scrolled all the way down to this target acquired and did not open the page from the start. All right, just to make it a little bit more obvious. I know we are spending too much time on this. All right, let's make it red color to make it more obvious. And here you go. If the document extends beyond your target element, it scrolls right to where the target element is starting from. So see, it scrolled to where the target span is located. So there's text before and after this, but it scrolled you right to the desired location. All right, that takes care of the anchor element. Finally, let's move on. Oh, but yeah, I forgot, and oh my God, we have already spent 20 minutes on this. All right, I'm just going to take one more second and talk a bit about styling the link element. Since we have covered it in so much detail, it would be such a waste if we don't talk about styling it. So there are two styles available for the element. One is a colon link, which lets you style the links a bit differently. So you know the links, if they are unvisited, they are underlined in blue. Visited link is underlined in purple, and an active link is underlined in red. But we can change this with this link element. So let's say I want to change normal links to, let's say, color colon dark sea green. Why not? All right. So if I save this CSS file, go back and see all my links are now dark sea green. You can hardly see them. But that doesn't matter. We have already spent so much time on it. Let's go to the next one. So a colon visited, which lets you style the visited tags like the ones you have already clicked a bit differently. So I'm going to do the same thing with them, assign a different color, which is a bit unique. And let's select salmon color. All right, salmon. No, no. All right, I think it's the same Chrome problem. So let me. All right, here it is. So you can see all the links that I have visited already are now appearing in a different color. So if I go back and see the once I click this link, it starts appearing in another color. All right, that is it for links. Let's move on. Finally. All right, so next ones were supposed to be image links, but we have spent so much time on this link element that I'm not gonna do that. Instead, we are going to jump to the list because that can be covered a bit quickly. So there are two kind of lists. One is unordered list and there's an ordered list. So I'm going to start with the unordered list, so which is indicated by this UL tag, which stands for uh, unordered list, right? And in each unordered list element, the content needs to be list items, which are indicated by li tags. And they indicate individual list items within an unordered list. Let's take the example, I think the one we chose in the introduction video. So mouse, cat, and dog. All right, dog. And you see, in fact, best to see it bunch in between. All right. Yeah, here it's more visible. So mouse cat dog, you see that it added space before and after the list, and it created the list with bullet points. So there are tons of styling available for list items, but let's first cover the difference between the unordered list and ordered list. You just saw me creating an unordered list. Let me create an ordered list using the same list item elements. So the format is the same, it's just the top level element that is different, but you will notice something different about ordered list when I paste the contents from unordered list to the ordered list. And here it is. So you can see it is appearing with 1, 2, 3 instead of bullet items, indicating a numbered list or an ordered list. So um, it doesn't mean it's going to sort the list automatically. I don't think we should venture into that because the sorting requires a bit of JavaScript, which would be too advanced for this introductory lab. And besides, we are running out of time anyway, so let me just stick to styling for the list. The most important attribute of the lists element is, uh, in fact, not the attribute, but style is called list style type. And if you do colon, it gives you a ton of options for how to style the list. So let's say now keep an eye on the unordered list up top because that's what I'm styling. So if I change to circle, see the bullet points change to circle. And if I select the lower Greek alphabets, it's gonna style it using the Greek alphabets. And there's also the option of none, which is gonna remove any styling and just present the list as is. Right, so you can even have your own bullet item created. Okay, let's try that real quick. So let me open Paint and let's create a little bullet point because we are running out of time anyway. So let's cover the list elements comprehensively. Um, why not? So let's say I select the red color, star shape, and create a star sign. Does it look good? Or what about this? No, no, that is fine. All right, so I'm gonna crop this, select this portion, crop it. All right, save it, save as PNG picture, why not? And star bullet. Okay, and here we go. Star bullet is appearing here. So the way to use it, we were using list style type. So if I change the type to list style image, it allows me to specify a URL where I can pick my bullet shape. And here you go. We are using our uh, custom bullet type. Doesn't look really good, but that's all you could do in 5 seconds, in 5 to 10 seconds, right? All right, let's go over one more styling for the lists. Styling via CSS this time is you can, just like all the other items, you can add the UL type followed by these curly braces, and you can apply all sort of styling to list, like for example, my favorite thing, background color, page color. Yes, that looks good, slightly. And another important aspect, so if let's say you want to style list items for that particular list only, so what you can do is another important trick is that you can style individual or sub items of a particular parent by providing a space followed by the child element. So we had list items under unordered lists, so we can style them like this. So if I do color red now, you can see only the list items in the unordered list got that color. We can introduce borders, so I can introduce a 1px solid black border around list items. The lines in the middle are a bit thick because they are overlapping each other. That can be fixed, but that's too advanced, I think, for this time. Also, you can see these bullet items are outside the list, and that can be changed by using list style position. And if I choose inside, see the bullet items moved inside and push the entire list a bit to the right. There can be a bunch of styling that you can apply on the list. All right, I think we have run out of time here. So that is it for this video. We'll cover other elements in the next one. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so you don't miss the notification for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.